Hi, and welcome to our Blue Customer Review Dashboard training. So Kevin and I met with Bill and Lenny to discuss a new interface that would make processing reviews quicker and easier for staff. We discussed improvements to the actual management grid and came up with the concept of a customer review dashboard that would associate customer reviews with their specific comments and provide important data on both from one interface. You will see that the main grid is very similar to what we have now, but works in a more efficient manner. IB also built a dashboard to access each review in an edit view so that they can be processed very quickly. And the best thing about this is not only is it quick and easy to use, but your comments are now associated with customer reviews. So let's take a look at the main grid. The main grid is similar to what we have now. You can go ahead and filter your reviews using the drop down over here. You can search for reviews by specific business name or ID, and you can also set a date range to look at all reviews submitted within your specific criteria. Down here at the bottom, you still have a little key to show you that if any customer review comes in from a consumer email address that matches a complaint, it will be highlighted in yellow so that you will not post the review. And if a consumer review comes in from an IP that's been listed on the blacklist, it will be highlighted in dark gray so that you can go ahead and know that you're not going to add that customer review to the business review. Over here is the customer review queue that will show you pending reviews that you can access very quickly in a dashboard mode to edit and post or not post. You can expand or collapse on this data by clicking the little plus and minus sign on the left-hand side. What's here is pending, so this is going to match your pending reviews right here in your management grid. You can also filter your grid by specific BID, specific status, and for a specific business. You have the same filters over here for experience and for date. Over here you can access the edit view by clicking this button, and it will take you into the same edit view that your dashboard will take you into. Another very cool feature is that you can click on this box to get the details of the customer review very quickly. And if you're going to go ahead and process that customer review, you can just click and it will change the status to reviewed and published. If you unclick this box, it will go ahead and change it to reviewed and not published. Let's access our customer reviews over here on the left-hand side. So our first pending review is Nina. Here you have the edit view for your customer review. Your heading will tell you that it's a positive review submitted on a specific date by who. It'll give you access to click here right to the business review, your basic business information. You can manage the business record by clicking this link. You can update and view customer review remarks by clicking here. If this review is pretty long and you want to skip it and move on to a next one, you can mark it as not viewed and move on to the next one here in your dashboard. Over here you have your customer experience section. Each review has a unique review ID. The experience, whether it's positive, neutral, or negative, so green, yellow, and red. Whether or not the review is recommended, the NPS score, the person, their display name, their email address, whether or not it's been verified, and what IP address it came from. So you'll go ahead and redact the customer review according to the customer review guidelines, the same way that you're doing currently. If you're going to approve the customer review, click the checkbox and it will automatically change to reviewed and published. If you decide not to review and publish the customer review, you can go ahead and check the checkbox again and get reviewed and not published. At any time, you can go back to the dashboard by clicking this green button, and you can move on to your next customer review by clicking on the business name here, or by using this arrow to go ahead and scroll forward to the next customer review, and you can see that now we've gone down. If the customer review is from an accredited business, you'll go ahead and see an accredited business seal here on the right-hand side so that you know exactly whether or not the business is an AB. So if we manage this one for MD Bean Construction, you can see that they have a logo here. Let's take a look at customer comments. So your customer comments are going to be accessed here on this customer review queue dashboard. Let's look at bythecase.net LLC. You can see here's your original review in that it's approved and published and ready to go. It was a negative review and it gives you the same customer experience information here. And now you can take a look at the comment and associate it with the review. So it's easier to understand what the comment's saying and what it applies to, and then whether or not you're going to actually post it. So we can click on the text of the comment. This came from the business, and we can approve it. This happens to be a duplicate, so you can very easily delete it. You can scroll using the arrow to get to your next customer review, or you can go ahead and click on the business name on the left-hand side. This is a review that's been reviewed and not published because the customer did not verify their email address. So at this point, we would also go ahead and not publish the comment. And you can do that by clicking on Edit. And then you would choose your drop-down to figure out the status that you want to choose, and then update. So let's scroll on the arrow to go to the next one. This is a customer review that has been reviewed and published. So here's the details on the customer comment. It came from the business. Let's approve it. At any time, you can get back to your dashboard grid by clicking the green button, and you can see the ones that are pending, the ones that we've reviewed and published, the ones that we've reviewed and not published. And when you refresh the screen by going back into the dashboard, your pending reviews and pending comments will also refresh. So I hope this has been a helpful training to explain to you how you can use this grid to process your customer reviews, or you can use the dashboard to get into each one individually and scroll very quickly through them. If at any time you have any questions or concerns, please just let me know. Thank you.